Hello all. Now let us discuss some of the important questions for board exam 2026 chapter wise. Now first chapter is real numbers which is of 6 marks where 3 MCQs and 1 3-mark question may be asked. So now let us move to the first possible question, that is prove that root 2, root 3 or root 5 is irrational number. So now here I am doing for root 2 the same way you have to write for root 3 and root 5. Only the digits you have to change instead of 2, 3 and 5. So now let root 2 be an rational number. So therefore root 2 will be equal to a upon b, where a comma b are co-prime numbers and b is not equal to 0. So therefore I can say a equal to root 2b. Now squaring both sides, 2b square will be equal to a square. Thus b square is divisible by 2. So a square is also divisible by 2. Therefore a is also divisible by root 2, which is contradiction, as a and b are co-prime numbers. Therefore root 2 is irrational. Now the second question is show that root 2 minus root 5 is an irrational number. So first let us assume that root 2 minus root 5 is rational number. So therefore we can say that root 2 minus root 5 equal to a, where a belongs to Q. Now therefore root 2 minus root 5 equal to a. So if I move root 5 from this side to the LHS to the RHS side, I can write root 2 equal to a plus root 5. Now squaring both sides, squaring both sides, I will have root 2 whole square equal to a plus root 5 whole square. So I can say 2 equal to a square plus 2a root 5 plus 5. Now taking making 2a root 5 alone on one side, so 2a root 5 will be equal to 2 minus 5 minus a square. So now making root 5 alone. So root 5 will be equal to minus 3 minus a square upon 2a. Now So, since we assumed that A is rational, thus minus 3 minus A square upon 2A is a rational number. But left hand side is irrational. So, root 2 minus root 5 is an irrational number. Now the third question says that show that the number 2 into 5 into 7 into 11 plus 11 into 13 is a composite number. So here, if you see carefully, 2 into 5 into 7 into 11 plus 11 into 13. If I take 11 common outside from both of them, I will get 2 into 5 into 7 plus 13 as 11 is taken out common. So this will be 11 into 83. 70 plus 13 will give me 83. So which is equal to 913. Now 913 is a composite number as it has two factors 11 and 83 other than 1 and 913. So therefore 2 into 5 into 7 into 11 plus 11 into 13 is a composite number. Now the fourth question says find the HCF, find the HCF and LCM of 480 and 720 using prime factorization method. So here 480's factor will be, if I do prime factorization of 480, so 2, 240, 2, 120, 260, 230, 215, 3, 5 and 5, 1. Same way, if I do for 720, I will get 2, 360, 2, 180, 290, 245, 3, 15, 3, 5, 5, 1. So therefore, I can say 480 will be equal to 2 raised to 5 into 3 into 5. And 720 will be equal to 2 raised to 4 into 3 into 5. So now if I want to find HCF, HCF equal to 2 into 3 into 5. First I will write. Now HCF means the lowest power of the each number. So here lowest power of 2 is 4, 3 is 1, 5 is 1. So that will be 240. And LCM, again I will write 2 into 3 into 5 and highest power of each number. So 2 highest power is 5, this is 1, this is 1. So that will be 1440. Now question 5 says find the smallest number, which is divisible by 306 and 657. So now if I bring factors of 657, I can say 306 into 2 plus 45. 306 will be equal to 45 into 6 plus 36. Now 45 will be equal to 36 ones are plus 9, and 36 will be 9 into 4 plus 0. So therefore HCF of 306 and 657 equal to 9. To find LCM, I will be using the formula LCM of two numbers into HCF of two numbers will be equal to product of that two numbers. So now LCM will be equal to here A into B upon HCF. So now the numbers are 306 into 657, HCF is 9. So that is coming as 22338. So therefore, smallest number divisible by 306 and 657 is 22338. Now question 6 says that H HCF Question 6 says that HCF of 420, 189 equal to 21, then LCM of 420, 189 will be equal to what? Now option A is given to me as 420, B is 1890, C is 3780, and D1 is 3680. Now here, if I solve using the formula HCF into LCM equal to the product of numbers, so that will be easy for me. Now LCM he has asked me, so LCM equal to A into B upon HCF of the two numbers. So that will be 420 into 189 upon 21. So if I cut that, I will get 3780. So my C option is correct option. Now the seventh question says, in a workshop, the number of teachers of English, Hindi and Science are 36, 60 and 84 respectively. Find the minimum number of rooms required if in each room the same number of teachers are to be seated and all of them are of the same subject. So here he has asked minimum, so I have to find HCF of 36, 60 and 84. So that will be, if I find 12 I will get, and therefore required room. See, I can't directly say okay, rooms will be 12 as I have to fit in all equal number of teachers and of the same subject. So required rooms will be 36 by 12, that is 3, plus 60 upon 12, that is 5, plus 84 upon 12, that is 7. So 3 plus 5 plus 7. So 10 plus 5, 15 rooms I will need. Now the eighth question says, assertion A says the number 5 raised to n cannot end with the digit 0, where n is a natural number, and reason R says the number ends with 0 if its prime factorization contains both 2 and 5. So now A option is both assertion and reason are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. B says both A and R are true, and R is not the correct explanation of A. C says A is true, R is false. And D1 says A is false, R is true. So here, if we read the assertion, see, 5 raised to n cannot end with the digit A, where n is a natural number. And reason he has given as, okay, it should have both factors 2 and 5 in the factorization of that. Yes, so reason is correct and it is explaining the same as A. So I would say option A is the correct answer. Ninth question says that the exponent of 3 in the prime factorization of 2025 is A option is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and D is 4. So, if I take out the prime factorization of 2025, I will get 3, 675, again 3, 225, again 3, with 3 it is going, so 75, again with 3 it is going, and 25. So 5 and 5. Now, if you see carefully here, the 3's are 4. So the exponent power of 3 will be 4. Now, the 10th question says that if A equal to 2 square into 3 raised to x, B is 2 square into 3 into 5, C is 2 square into 3 into 7, and LCM of A, B, C is 3780, then x is equal to, now he is asking me what is the value of x, a1, b2, c3, d4. So here also LCM is 3780 of all the three numbers. So if you see carefully, 2 square is common in all, then 3 raised to maximum power of 3 is x, and then 1517 equal to 3780. So I can say 140 into 3 raised to x equal to 3780. So 3 raised to x equal to 3780 upon 140. So if I cut it, I will get 3 raised to x equal to 27. Now 3 raised to x equal to 3 cube. So x equal to 3. So C option is the correct answer. Now the 11th question says, if two positive integers A and B are written as A equal to x cube y square, B equal to x y cube, where x and y are prime numbers, then HCF of A and B is, first option is xy, second option B1 is xy square, C option is x cube y cube, and D option is x square y square. So here HCF will be equal to, I should write all the powers, oh sorry, variables first. So x and y both two are there. Now the minimum power. So x1 power is minimum and y2 power is minimum. So xy square will be my HCF.